Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Well, guys, LeBron James, arguably the most versatile player in league history. He said, quote, "I don't have a position. I'm not a point guard, a shooting guard, a small forward, a power forward, or a center. I'm just a ball player. I do a little bit of everything and whatever it takes to win. That's my job description."
This guy's one of one, Allie. Thank you. Here are the five for the Lakers. LeBron James out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Hayes, and it's Reeves in at the two-guard position. And for Utah, we've got Lauri Markkanen, and it's Jay in at the two. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired. And are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Now here's Sexton. Really played well against the Clippers in his last game. Here's Jay. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to Thomas. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
It's an even 3-on-3 break. And slam dunk by James.
And man, can LeBron still get up at his age after all of those miles on his body in the NBA. Really impressive.
Here's Sexton after the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. Oh, swiped away. And they're on the break. From deep, here's Doncic. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time of the fall.
Outside for Sexton. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Pass to Thomas. To the inside. And it's James with the jam.
James throwing it down with that power dunk. You know, the defense can't allow him to get what he wants inside because that's easy pickings for LeBron.
Now here's Sexton. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Pulls it from the corner. Williams grabs the board.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Here's Sexton. That one no good. Some solid defense from Hayes.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
LeBron James say he's obsessed with win or bust. And this Lakers franchise certainly has that same approach. But aside from their 2020 title, there's been a lot of frustration. Now, can he and the Lakers get back where they expect to be?
And the Jazz call time here.
All right, I'm back. Just to be confirmed so people don't think I did any computer slides. Pro. Everything's done. Let's go. Everything's done. Let's go.
Word that always goes along with the Jazz defense. They've been a top 10 defense in the league in 6 of the last 7 seasons.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Sexton. Marking it outside. Outside Sexton. Clock at 6. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. And with a defense like Utah's had, it's easy to see why. They've been a playoff regular.
It's always a good idea to put a priority on getting stops. Now, it'll be interesting because they traded away their anchor on defense, Rudy Gobert. Can they live up to the standard they've set the last few seasons? Let's see if it can happen.
And so it's Utah with it. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. For 3, Sexton got a piece of it.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy.
Here's Jay. And he goes in for the dunk.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
LeBron is so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Well, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball.
Definitely had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Outside Sexton. From 7 feet away.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot. The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and will make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And with every new NBA season, Grant, it's always fun to see which players have a breakout year.
NBA, it seems like guys always have breakout years. Usually we see it with the younger players, but sometimes it's with guys who've been in the league and are now in new situations. Last year, we saw breakout seasons for Darius Garland, Jordan Poole, and Tyrese Maxey, just to name a few. Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Outside, Williams. Now here's Sexton. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Utah calls time here.
When you look at the career that LeBron has put together, one of the all-time greats, amazingly lived up to the hype he had coming out of high school.
Here's Jay. Doncic with a block.
You know, he's not super fast, but the reflexes of Doncic are quick. He's able to jump on the shot and take it away. That's just instinct and understanding how to play.
To the wing, right side. Pass to Hachimura. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the immense pressure LeBron has had since day one of the NBA. Many others would have folded, Grant.
You're very true, B.A. The expectations he had were just insane. Anything less than a top 5 player all time would be a disappointment. That's not fair to ask of any player coming into the league, much less a high schooler.
Looking to win the throw. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Clarkson's checked in for Williams. Well, the past few seasons, the Jazz have become serious playoff contenders.
You know, BA, with high expectations, they haven't reached their goal. Now, this franchise definitely has their sights set on the ultimate prize, their first championship.
Here's Clarkson. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz. Utah retains possession. Here's Jay.
And just refusing to give up second chance points. Excellent defensive rebound.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Shots good by James.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Sexton. But no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Down low. And a two-handed jam.
Sensational ball movement there when you pass the ball like that. Good things happen.
Here's Thomas. Check by Sexton. ABC. And again, it's the Lakers.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Sexton. Here's Jay. Off target with the three.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard. Moving too fast. He needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Plenty of exciting rookie talent in the 2022 class, including a few breakouts, Clark. What are your thoughts? On this class overall?
Well, B.A., I agree with you. I mean, a lot of talent and an awful lot of fun to watch. I'm sure you would agree. I mean, a very talented class. What strikes me is how prepared some of these guys were to step in and contribute to winning.
Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over.
I mean, Jordan Clarkson is huge in the Philippines. His family with roots there, traveling out to Manila with NBA cares, drawing huge crowds.
Hachimura from long range. Utah with the rebound. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively. They were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Now, here is James. He's got 10. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6. And Clarkson in 2018 suited up for the Philippines national.
NBA Clarkson's NBA games are a must-watch in the Philippines. Kids watching Clarkson's games in the morning before heading to school. They say, forget the cartoons, we want to watch hoops.
Here's Eubanks. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago, the rebound by Gibson.
Well, you gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Doncic. That free throw good from James.
And just one of the most impressive titles in league history, guys. The 2020 Lakers winning it all in the Orlando bubble. A testament to LeBron James and that team.
Pass to Clarkson. Here's Eubanks. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Markkanen. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, Markkanen doing a nice job crashing the glass there from 7 feet tall. This guy making good use of his size on that possession.
Now, here is James. 15 points in the game. Here's Vanderbilt. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. You know, that 2020 bubble title for the Lakers. What made it so difficult?
You know, BA, the mental grind of all that time in the bubble. 3 months in the same place. NBA players are used to being in 4 cities in a week. So it really was a different kind of challenge for them. And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
And the shot goes down. James has got 17 points.
They showed so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
I'll tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Rebounded by LeBron. James has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Gibson. There's the 3. The shot no good. So Utah will take it the other way. The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. They very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Here's ABC. George defending. Oh, a nice shot by Gibson.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Horton Tucker. 5 points in the game. The ball's knocked loose. James, right side, to the paint. Double team on James. Just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge too. Don't discount that.
Now here's George. In his last outing, 10 points for him. The tricky little pass fake there. It's working well.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
Shoots from the right block. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Eubanks inside, working on Gibson. The shot by Eubanks, no good. And that one's good. ABC.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And there's a whistle. It's going to go on Jerry Vanderbilt. It's his first foul of the game.
4th team foul. Lakers substitution. Delano.
Vanderbilt against Clarkson. Here's Markkanen. Nails the baby hook.
And Markkanen is low down inside, close to the bucket. When he's got nice positioning, he's really comfortable inside.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a... commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good.
45. Please, a big round of applause.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. Guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
That's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
And so in the game for the Lakers, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Chris Boucher. And it's ABC in at the 1. And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Over to the wing, outside Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers with a rebound. Now the Lakers moving it up. Pass to Boucher. And here's Vanderbilt. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Eubanks. And for the Jazz, they're shooting a rough 29% from the field here. The 11-footer misses off the right iron.
Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
And good.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is, there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs. I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
If you can't stop it, here it comes on the right edge.
Pass to Eubanks. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. The Jazz with another miss.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
The three. And they recover it. Fades away. It's not going to go for them. And Los Angeles the other way now. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip to the middle. The rebound by the Jazz. There's the steal. Pass to Vanderbilt. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Vanderbilt's got 6.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well. He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Popping in on the layup. Vanderbilt's got 4 points this quarter.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Sexton. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Williams with it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And it's a completely new group for the Lakers. Now Los Angeles with it. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Now here is James. And slam dunked by James.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Got a piece of it. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Here's Doncic. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Doncic, such a difficult matchup. Too big for a guard, too skilled for most wings. Luka is simply a problem in capital letters, exclamation point.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot. Well, that's not been a typical possession for them in this first half. You know, for the most part, they've been pretty smart with the ball.
Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Jay driving inside, counted.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
LeBron led the NBA in assists during his 2020 title season, with the Lakers becoming the second oldest player ever to lead the league in that category.
The shot by James, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Jay. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 6.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Man, that assist title for LeBron, an incredible accomplishment for someone his size.
I bet you didn't know this, B.A., or maybe you did, because you are a factoid machine, but the only player taller than LeBron to lead the league in assists, Wilt Chamberlain. When you throw in winning the Bubble Championship Finals MVP, 2020 might have been LeBron's finest season.
Outside Sexton. Shot clock at 5. James with the rebound. James has got rebound number 8 now. Here's Doncic. Great start so far, 3 of 3 in this one.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists, that's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Jay. 11 points for him last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And his assist numbers were remarkable as well. His play is crucial to this team's success.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
On the wing, Sexton. Here's Jay. He's got 6. No good from outside.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Here's Doncic. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Williams. Here's Sexton. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And for the Lakers, Clark, the last decade they haven't been as impressive.
Well, you know, there's a reason for that. They've missed more playoff games in the last decade than the franchise's entire existence. And a lot of it has been due to injuries. There's no lack of talent. LeBron took on the challenge, bringing the championship in the 19 and 20 season, but last year did not turn out as they were expecting, and a big part of it was injuries and really trying to adjust to new personnel.
James can't get it to go. Utah's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Williams from long range. The Lakers for the rebound. James has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And he can't get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
George outside. Here's the 3. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Thomas. Back to James. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. James has got 6 points in the quarter. And for the Jazz, they're shooting a low 26% from the field. Kicks it to George. 4-3. They get it back. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Thomas, that's good.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Thomas is gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Williams up top, guarded by Doncic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Gordon Tucker, he's checked in for Utah.
at the line.
And Williams drops them both. Los Angeles shooting has been incredible, 72%. Pass to James. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. James has got 27 points.
Yeah, you know, LeBron is such a talented finisher. The defense in that situation just unable to keep him from that shot.
Now George. Here's Horton Tucker. He's got 5. Here's the break. Shot is good by Reeves.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
George for 3. LeBron with the rebound. James has got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Reeves. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Here's Horton Tucker. Back to George. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't got one shot to drop.
Yep, that was good. That's 29 for him.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Knocked loose. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And it's James with the jam.
This game, another feather in LeBron's cap, and by now he's got a lot of feathers in a lot of caps. What a night.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Back to George. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Horton Tucker to win the run. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Horton Tucker's got 7 points. Here's Thomas. George defending. James passes to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Back to George. Outside, Williams. Here's Horton Tucker. He has 7. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of this game.
Doncic passes to Hayes. And there it is for him. Hayes has got 4 points in the quarter.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And he drops it first. All right, the Jazz making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. And the Lakers making a change here. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The 3, George. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Reeves. He's got 9. Pass to Hachimura. And that one's long.
Yikes, how did he miss that? I mean, he makes 9 out of 10 of those.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Back after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hey folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it? Yes. Okay. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 31 points, 3 assists, and 11 rebounds. What you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
Their effort on the glass, absolutely key to setting the tone. They wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they wanted to dominate on both ends. A really terrific performance.
Chat, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
They really need to focus on finding quality shots. They can't create for themselves in the second half. The things will only get worse. I'm talking about the high percentage looks, not contested threes.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Look who it is, Jazz man.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
We've got Colin Sexton, and it's Williams in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Utah right now. No luck on that one. Williams has gone just 1 of 5 from the floor, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hachimura.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Here's Jay. Marking it outside. Fires the 3. Connects from downtown. Markkanen got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powered at home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Williams has gotten just 1 of his 6 shots to fall here. Inside. Here's Hachimura. Some solid defense from Williams. The Jazz have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. For 3, Sexton. The Lakers with a rebound.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Out to Hachimura. And stolen by Markkanen. And here comes the break. Here's Jay. And the 3 off target.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Hachimura against Williams. Some solid defense from Williams.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Here's Jay. Counted from distance. 9 points in the game.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's ABC. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And another great assist. The offense is really...
Clicking now. You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Utah's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Williams passes to Sexton. Outside, Williams. Christie with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
That one's no good. The Jazz have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Pass to Sexton. Goes up on the wing. The shot won't fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. To the left wing. Here's ABC. Rebounded by the Jazz.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim. And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
It's intercepted. Here's Sexton, all alone. The Jazz with another miss.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's Hachimura. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hachimura's got 7 points.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Pass to Williams. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's ABC. Checked by Sexton. And that one's good. ABC. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
At the line for the Jazz, Kessler.
And he can't get the first one. Eubanks, he's checked in for Markkanen. So he comes up empty, missing both.
And you know what's most impressive about Luka Doncic is how fast he has become a bona fide star in this league. I mean, you get the feeling he's nowhere close to being done improving yet. But I believe those games at the highest level in Europe really prepared him to be a star in the NBA.
Outside Sexton. Doncic against Williams. 6 to shoot. Here's Sexton. The Jazz again can't hit. And Luka's the kind of guy you build your team around, partner.
Yeah, and I think his next step is being a franchise player that learns how to lead effectively. It's incredible how much he has already accomplished at such a young age. And his transition coming to the NBA from Europe has been, I think, surprisingly seamless.
Tries to snap the cold streak. Drains the triple. Sexton's got 6.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
And there's James from the arc. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 7 assists in the game. Utah has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Pass to Jay. Williams on the wing, guarded by Doncic. Takes a 13-footer. Williams misses.
It's been a challenging quarter for them, and his offensive inconsistency is a driving factor.
The rebound by the Jazz. Eubanks, he's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Jay. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Look at the power of that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Substitution on
Here's Clarkson. Pass to Horton Tucker. George with it. Clarkson outside. Back to George. From the arc. LeBron with the rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Hayes with it. Guarded now by George. Count that one. 12 points for him.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And it's flushed down. Nice jam.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Clarkson outside. From deep. He's off on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Doncic. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Knocks it loose. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And Doncic hammers it home.
You know, what makes Luka so special and lethal is that he has the ability and the knack for taking over games at the most opportune time.
Pass to George. From downtown, sinks the tray. George has got 5 now.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Here's Thomas. George defending. Hayes. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Clarkson passes to George. On the wing, Clarkson. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Thomas, that's good.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Pass to Horton Tucker. George outside. No good on the triple. Doncic against George. Here's James. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. James has got 36 points.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Back to George. Three-pointer. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Thomas has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. And it's James with the jam.
You know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Back to Horton Tucker. Out to the wing. He's defended by Hayes. The Jazz again can't hit. Well, Los Angeles shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. Kicks it to Doncic. Here he goes. Man, how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Running at every opportunity. They have a huge edge in transition points.
No expiration date on their legs. They just seem to be fresh. They're putting those fresh legs to good.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:02 left in the third. Back to George. Out to the right wing. Shot to stop the run. Yep, count it.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Here's ABC. He's got 10. Down low. Here's Gibson. And again, it's the Lakers.
Yeah, you know, this is the totality of Gibson's game. I mean, he's a guy who takes on everybody when he's looking to score.
Here's Horton Tucker. Hachimura recovering. For 3, George. Rebound by the Lakers.
He just keeps firing scoring from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Boucher. Yes, it's good. Boucher's got his first basket.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots. And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Here's ABC. Here's Gibson. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
An exceptional offensive rebound. And Gibson seems to have an uncanny ability to get to the right position on the glass.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The Jazz shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. And so in the game for the Lakers, we've got Jarrett Vanderbilt, Chris Boucher out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Rui Hachimura, and it's ABC in at the point.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Grant, when you see players make that leap from star to superstar, think about guys like Giannis and Jason Tatum. I mean, what is that step like? You did it.
Well, it's interesting. You know, you come into the league and you have success right away, but at some point, everything just clicks. It could be year 4, year 5, year 6, usually in that window where now you figure things out and now you take that next step and become elite. Now, BA, you know, I'm hoping that things start to click with me in my golf game. It's been about 4 or 5 years there, too.
Superstar status is not in the cards for you. Back to Clarkson. This one for 3. Unable to get that one. Good D by Vanderbilt. Well, Los Angeles shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. Boucher outside. Cranked it in off the glass.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's the kid. Doubled by Hachimura. Juzang, no good.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Gibson, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Like the fact that Gibson did not settle for the layup there. He took it hard and threw it down.
The Jazz have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Back to Clarkson. And in international soccer, we see the worst teams relegated to a lower tier. Clark, you think the NBA needs more consequences for losing?
You know, I don't think there are more needed, Brian, when you consider the fact that flattening the lottery odds was a step in the right direction recently. And then you think about the play-in tournament as well. I think that too adds a level of disincentive for losing. So right now, I think the NBA is in a pretty good place in terms of dissuading teams from losing.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
The Lakers have got 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Here's ABC. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first.
It's so close on the finish. It could have been a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Utah. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Gibson. LeBron comes in for Boucher. Doncic is checked in for Vanderbilt. And Reeves is subbed in for Hachimura. Here's Doncic. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Pass to Mills. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
1 second personal foul.
The first one falls. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, BA. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. Basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear, and sometimes as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting, kind of being engaged, but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best that they can.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Shooting for Los
Patrick
Angeles.
Mills picks one up.
Thomas at the line for 1.
The Jazz have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Eubanks. And a jumper from the wing offline.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Back to Mills. Well, Brad, I know you collect art, so we've been hearing all about these NFTs that teams and players are creating. I'm going to need a little instructional here. What's it all about?
Oh, BA, first of all, memorabilia and collectibles have always been around. But yes, NFTs have taken it to a whole nother level. And yes, I do have an NFT. I don't fully understand it, so I can't explain it to you. But I know it's the next big thing, that's for sure.
Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 20-7 run. Pass to James. And he banks in the layup. James has got 42 in the game.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Hook loose. Here's Juzang. Back to Mills. 4 on the clock. That shot off. Some solid defense from Hayes. Kicks it to Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Here's Thomas. He's guarded by Mills. Here's Reeves. James outside. Here's Thomas. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now here's Mills. Tight defense on him. And last season, new trophies unveiled for the conference finals. honoring Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Bob Cousy, Oscar Robertson. I love bringing up these names again.
I agree, BA. I mean, these are legends. These were those that laid the foundation for this league to be successful. So the idea of adding a little hardware and putting their names on it, I couldn't think of anything better.
Pass to Reeves. Takes the three. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
Here's Mikhailuk. Outside Mills. Here's the kid. Misses off the left iron.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Chalked up 2 there. James has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Who poked away. And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it. Here's Thomas. He's guarded by Mills. Out to James. The 3 is up. Utah with the rebound. Eubanks, he's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Mikhailuk. Here's Juzang. Trying to get back on track. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Hayes, the pass to James. And slam dunked by James.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this league.
Utah's gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Eubanks, he's gotten 4 this quarter.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
Pass to James. Here's Thomas. Back to James. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You just have to discipline yourself not to fall for James Plumlee, because as soon as he gets you up in the air, you're done.
Both free throws good from James. Well, the Jazz shooting a right. Around 40% since the beginning of the 4th quarter. Back to Mills, to the paint. Here's Eubanks. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 5 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Oh, deflected. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Mills. Rejected by James.
Great anticipation that time from LeBron. He sees the shot forming and gets there to slide it down.
Some changes now for the Lakers. Mikhailuk attacks. The Lakers with a rebound. Boucher's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the Lakers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here. You know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's been a performance that every point guard strives for. Orchestrating, facilitating, keeping everyone involved, creating easy buckets. As a teammate, you love playing with a leader like this.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there.
bucket. Wow. My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a shit.
No.
James against Mills. Here's Juzang. And Boucher with the block. Vanderbilt against Mills. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Second chance effort. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked. So he'll head to the line.
15 fouls.
He's off on the first.
Shooting for Los Angeles. Jared
No
Vanderbilt.
good on the second free throw. Pass to Christie. Here's Benton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Boucher. And he lays it up and in.
Boucher.
Boucher's gotten 4 this quarter.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Mikhailuk. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to the kid. Here's Juzang. For 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Vanderbilt, the pass to Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Lakers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard. And you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And what a huge performance it was for LeBron James.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards.
Oh, a nice shot by Gibson.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most. Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's the kid. And there's the slam. To finish it off.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old. They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles. Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call. Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
LeBron, you've accomplished so much in this league. How have you been able to sustain it for so long?
It's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point. And I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations. And for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, you're a sponge for knowledge, and you have a great work ethic, and it's been fun to watch. Thanks, LeBron.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.